This is a video response from Megan Heart's makeup. The quality isn't that great, but it doesn't really matter. Just listen to what I have to say. Because honestly, I wish someone would have told me this like 5 years ago. I went to 3 different high schools. I believe I grew up in a family where everyone ran away when there was an issue. So my family moved a lot, especially my mom. So the first high school I went to, I knew I wasn't going to stay there long, so I didn't even bother making friends. I just kind of went to school and just didn't talk to anybody. And then the second high school I went to, I ended up staying there for 2 years, I believe. It was in Florida, and basically everyone hated everybody. No one was friends with anybody. Like, that just didn't exist. Everyone hated each other. So, like, literally you just lived and knew that you couldn't trust anybody at all. And there were people who honestly would have cared, who would have been your friends, but you wouldn't tell each other that because you would be afraid that whoever you were telling that to wouldn't be that way. Like, they wouldn't care. And so you wouldn't know if you could actually trust them or if they were lying. But so I left that high school, and then my mom packed up and moved us to Ohio because I was from Florida. So we moved to Ohio, and I was just so fed up with like running and with everything else that I wanted to graduate as fast as I could. So the high school I went to, you had 8 class periods, and you could basically decide how fast you graduate. So I filled up all 8 periods with classes. I stopped having a lunch, it was start to finish, and then I took 2 classes after school because I just wanted to graduate. I was a junior at that time, and I didn't care. I didn't want to be friends with anyone. I didn't trust anyone. So I don't know, it was just really rough. Basically living my life with all these people. Like, when you think about it, like how much time you spend in school, like how much time I spent with these people, and I just didn't want to even talk to any of them. Like, I was nobody ever. But that ended up being a bad idea because I ended up, it was just too much to have 10 classes every single day, Monday through Friday, and I just couldn't do it, and I felt dumb and defeated. But I was putting so much pressure on myself, and you can't do that. You can't pressure yourself. You can't just do that to yourself. It's so bad for you. It's such a bad strain. I felt insane, completely insane, physically, emotionally, mentally insane. And I don't even know if it's possible to be physically insane, but I was feeling it. It was just way too much, and you can't do that. Just take it a step at a time, because that's all you can do. And my senior year, I started actually getting to know people, and I just kind of limited myself to the outcast kind of group. I didn't want to be with the pretty girls. I didn't want to be with the sports people. I didn't want that because I was afraid that they would be just like the people in Florida. And while that really wasn't fair to them, I mean, I was doing to them exactly what I was afraid people would do to me. So after I started hanging out with the outcast people, I don't know, it was completely downhill. I ran into a series of unfortunate events, I guess. So then for a while I just started being careless, and I ended up getting something taken from me that I wasn't willing to give up yet because I wasn't careful. There's a median between not letting anyone in and then being careless, and that's the route that you should take when you're in high school. Get to know everybody. Not everyone's horrible. Not everyone's out to get you. There are people who care. So speak up and stand up for yourself. Just be you. And if someone doesn't like you for that, don't change to fit in. It's not worth it. It's 4 years of your life that aren't even going to matter unless you do what I did, and it does matter, and you're still running. I'm still running. I now live in Wisconsin because I still run. But I met someone here who basically taught me, like, it's not worth it to keep running, and it's better to just, like, face what's in front of you, because you can take it and you can learn from it, or you can run and live in an empty apartment, basically. So I'm still learning from all my past mistakes, and it would have saved me so much hurt for someone to tell me, like, to just live. It's that easy. Just live. It's high school. It's not the end of the world if he doesn't like you. It's not the end of the world if she doesn't like you. It doesn't matter. So that's it. That's what I wish I would have told myself, is that it doesn't matter. Like, it's 4 years. Just live it. Just go to school. Get good grades. Because honestly, I can count on my 2 hands who I still talk to from high school. I can probably count on one hand who I still talk to from high school. So it really doesn't matter, because you're just going to go on and you're going to become a better person either way, whether you were crazy and you partied and you just threw yourself out there, or if you just went under the radar. Like, you're just going to get better, because there's nowhere else to go. I guess that's it. And everything happens for a reason. So just don't try controlling what's going to happen. Just live.